live photo on though. Thumbnail sariya? Thumbnail sariya?
Welcome back. 15 minutes to go now before we get underway for game number 7 here in Hambantota. There's the stadium, and it's looking nice today, and this track is getting interesting. We'll turn a little bit. Mickey Arthur has joined me. We're going to be chatting a bit about the bowlers and what they've got to do. The seamers have definitely been under a little bit of attack so far, and I think the seam bowlers have to just get things organised a little bit better. I've got a couple of things I want to throw at you, Mickey. I've been looking a little bit of research here, and it's a bit of a rapid-fire question for you here. Some of the routines that the bowlers do you agree with these or not? That you should bowl a certain amount of deliveries by yourself, in the nets by yourself, at a target like a Malinga used to always do. You go through your routine, your slower balls, your back of the handball.
Yes, that's come in a little bit. The bluff has come in a bit. I think you can bluff with your lengths. I prefer to see bowlers set one field for what they're going to bowl. If they're going to bowl a bouncer, I want to see deep fine leg. I want to see a deep square leg. I don't want them to try and bluff, because if the batsman has a go and it goes for 4, it costs the side dearly.
and never be caught unprepared.
Never be caught unprepared. And when you're at the back of your mark, you have to have bowled the ball that you want to have bowled a million times. So you want to be in a position where you can just go out and execute and commit to that delivery all the time.
Okay, you've also got to stay pretty cool and calm out there. Even though you do get smacked around on the back of your mark, you can actually take a few deep breaths and slow the game to your own speed, but you've just got to make sure that you're trying to control as best as you possibly can, because you might be up against someone like this guy, Andre Russell.
Dre Russ, of things happened in that last game. You got the 5th fastest half century in T20, and your team actually broke a record for the highest score in a 5-over per side T20 match. So you're still basking in that glory?
To be honest, I normally get over these games quickly, but yeah, I think after the game and we're talking about the game and the team meeting, I realize what we have done, because I was thinking about getting 70 runs the most from that 5 overs, because it's 5 overs. And we end up getting 96 runs. I was like, wow. Not even in T10, no one have ever gotten that amount of runs from 5 overs. But, a lot of records was there. Me and Larry put on a very crucial partnership as well. And it just goes to show, once you back yourself and swing hard, anything can happen.
Well, you're one of the most sought-after T20 cricketers across the globe. Give us a little bit of insight into how you prepare for a match like this one against the Viking coming up.
It's simple for me. I've played over 300 T20 games, so I know what I need to do. I would normally do certain warm-up to make sure that the muscles firing and ready. Some days you wake up, you feel good and bouncy, and another day you wake up, you feel lazy, and you wonder what is happening, how long you're going to take to get warm up and in the mood. But today is one of those good days. Whether I get runs or not, I feel good, and that is the best way of starting a game.
We're looking forward to seeing your best yet again. All the best.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
65 off 19 deliveries. That's what he scored last time he was out there, and 92% of those runs were scored in boundaries. It was quite extraordinary in that 5-over game. Right, let's just have a look at the teams that have been selected so far for this game. Right, here's the Viking lineup, Mickey.
Yeah, look, I'm really looking forward to seeing Niroshan Dickwella is in good touch. Paul Sterling, they've seemed to have gone a little spin bowling centric as well, and I think they've read the wicket well. I'm really excited to see Kasan Rajita in the team. He's a guy that I'm really excited about. So that is an excitement machine there. Dasan Shanaka is leading the team really well, and Sami Patel playing exceptionally well with him.
Okay, they're going to need some more work from Patel, I think, more from Dickwella in particular. Here's the Kings. They're a very good unit at the moment.
Yeah, they are a very good unit. Obviously,
power unit.
Obviously based around Dre Russ. Interesting, Chandimal and Laurie Evans going to be really good there at the top of the order. Expect some stuff there from Angelo Matthews. But all in all, they're a really good package. Dushmanta Chamira, I think, is going to get better and better as well.
Righto, what are your thoughts? Who's going to get up in this game? It's the first, in case you're just joining us, by the way, it's the first game of 2 today. It's a doubleheader yesterday. That's what they're playing for. And what are we, about 25% into the tournament now. So we've still got so much time left in this tournament. All the teams play 8 times, so that's good. So they can play catch up. What are you expecting today? What are you really looking for as a coach? Put that hat on for the time being.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how the guys execute their skills. You can say from game 1 or game 2, guys were in their hotel rooms 7 days. They were a little bit rusty. Teams hadn't played for a long period of time. Guys are starting to get into it now. Most teams are sort of 3 games into the comp, 2 or 3 games into the comp. I'm expecting that standard to get better and better, and that's what's team selection. There was a little bit of purchase yesterday. I expect, particularly in the day, the ball just to hold up a little bit. So scores I don't expect to be as high as the 200 mark.
Right. Okay, Mickey, thanks very much for your thoughts. Of course, we'll hear you throughout the commentary box. We'll be picking your brains as well as we go along from a coaching point of view. Always nice to get your thoughts. Okay, this is going to be a fascinating game. We're going to take a break now. When we do come back, we're going to join the live action with our commentators. Andre Russell has been at his destructive best, and the Kings have conquered all so far. Colombo now face the Viking team, for whom Samit Patel produced an outstanding all-round performance against Jaffna. The Stallions have set the pace, with Captain Courageous Tassara Pereira guiding into victory against Jaffna almost single-handedly. They are now up against the Tuskers, boosted by Brendan Taylor, who made an immediate impact with a match-winning knock.
We have thoroughly enjoyed our time here in Sri Lanka thus far, and we're getting set for another doubleheader today. The first of two matches will see the Colombo Kings up against the Dambulla Viking right here at the MRI Cricket Stadium in Hambantota. Earlier, the captains, they were out for the toss. Dambulla Viking electing to bat first after winning. And it's another beautiful day here. A bit overcast. Dambulla Viking making 4 changes to their side. Polina Taranga, the leggy in the side. Angelo Pereira, the all-rounder. Kasun Rajita, the right-arm media pacer. And then Kolumbage, the leggy as well. For the Kings, well, 2 changes. A team unbeaten so far in the tournament. Angelo Matthews will be sitting pretty. Jeffrey Van der Sey comes in the side today. And so too Damika Prasad. The umpires making their way out to the field. Ruchera Parida Gulurge and Deepal Gunawadana. 2 umpires that will take control of today's match. So a lot to play for. Still early days in the tournament. My 11th Circle Lanka Premier League definitely has produced some exciting finishes for us in the previous 6 matches. Match number 7 should be a good one as well. Good day to Russell Arnold, Amir Soil.
Good afternoon to all. Yeah, for the first time in this Lanka Premier League, you might see the ballers animated, backing themselves up to come and do well here. They'll be looking forward. The conditions are such. Heavy overhead conditions, a bit of moisture in the surface. Our ballers might be able to set the tone of the game in the favor of their side.
Good afternoon all. It's about staying brave. It's about believing in your strength and what works for you. Yes, it's hard, it's batting conditions, shorter boundaries, and even with the skills that the batters do have these days, the ball tends to fly away. But quietly, players do tend to settle into the game and find ways to survive and probably even dominate in various conditions. Yesterday we saw lots of slower deliveries being used, better lengths, and it'll only get better.
Yeah, actually the bowlers are getting the hang of bowling on these surfaces. They have derived a method, and that can be a problem. For the opener, Tikvela, we all know, is a powerhouse, likes to go after the bowlers. And his partner, Paul Sterling, he has to come with the right ideas today. In the last game he played for his side, he was just adamant to hit the ball towards mid-wicket. Didn't work for him. He has to come out with clear thinking.
Well, a couple points for you to take. Angelo Matthews at the toss spoke about Andre Russell possibly bowling today. And as we count down to the start of this one, Dambulla Viking will be looking for a good opening partnership. They haven't had that in the tournament so far. We've seen teams relish the opportunity to bat first. Average first inning scores between 190 to 200. So teams batting first, they've done well. 4 times they've gone on to win in the 6 matches that we've had. I'm sure that's why Shanaka decided to bat first after winning the toss.
And also with the fact there's some rain around, it's been predicted. So he doesn't want to follow that Duckworth and Lewis method.
No, I didn't say anything about the weather. I'm staying out of it.
Good start. I'm curious to see how this pitch plays. It's the 2nd time it's being used, consecutive days.
Starts with a very slow delivery, Angelo Matthews. 110 k's an hour.
Like I said before, they're getting the hang of bowling on these surfaces. Doesn't have any grass covering. Has a bit of moisture, lighter in color. And bowlers tend to bowl slower than the norm. You know, they were darting the ball in, and now with the spinners and the faster bowlers, they are actually relying on change of pace. trying to surprise the batsman. It's working.
The groundsman, of course, had a problem today. Overnight, the pitches are generally sprayed, and the sun beating down, it tends to dry up nicely. They know what amount of water to put in. But unfortunately, the sun didn't break through as in the other days. So that's where there's a little bit of moisture, and the pitch slightly on the darker side.
There's a little bit of wind as well. More wind, greater the evaporation, faster the pitch will dry out and dry whatever moisture is there. Evidence of that wind. Clipped away. Paul Stirling didn't have the best of matches in his first one. Took a long time to get going. In fact, didn't quite get going. But I'm sure that first experience will put him in good stead for this challenge.
Yesterday they were chasing a big score. That's Ruchira Palliguruge, Deepal Gunawardana, the two standing umpires. .218, so they had to go from the very start, and all he did was swing. But at least today he'll give himself a little bit of a chance.
White ball.
Movement off the wicket. Gentle pace from Matthews. He's just looking to wobble it around.
Yeah, the intention was from Angelo Matthews to bend the ball back into the left-handed batsman early in the piece. That can be troublesome for a left-hander. Unfortunately, he missed the line and also the length.
He's got deep square leg and fine leg, but that's nothing to do with the pace or the bounce that Matthews will bowl. It's all to do with how Dickwella generally plays his shots, his pickup shots.
That ball got stuck in the pitch. Batsman was early into the stroke, hence an outside edge.
And that's due to the little bit of moisture, the fact that the pitch didn't dry out as much as the groundsman did expect.
Drawing his fingers across the ball. That's out, that's out, that's glove. Soft dismissal, but a very important wicket for the Colombo Kings.
Captain setting the tone of the game in the favour of his side. We have seen so many good deliveries disappearing towards the boundary line, and here was a long hop, and bowler managed to pick up a wicket. He's happy.
He's bowling a good 10 k's lower than Munaf Patel yesterday. Rolls his fingers over, gets a man. Niroshan Dickwella for one. It's 3 for 1.
Upal Taranga, a player with a big reputation, a lot of international experience. Hasn't quite got going in the tournament so far. 2 centuries in T20 cricket. Very good to see from a top order batsman, meaning that he can bat deep, anchor the innings.
And centre. One left.
He's an able batsman, very skillful, but has failed to make his mark in this Lanka Premier League. I think the time is ideal for him to make his presence felt. That'll be good for his side, who just lost an early wicket in the very first over.
Change in the field, fine leg comes in, third man out. And pace off the ball. Something we've seen throughout this over. A good first over for the Kings, 3 for 1. Anyone in that top 5 will have to bat deep to get Dambulla Viking close to par score at this venue. 190 will be a good score with the conditions.
I'd still target around 160, 170, Darren. Isurudana starting the proceedings, very experienced, great exponent of the slower ball.
I say 190 because there's a Russell factor.
Yes, but if you still think of that, you're not going to get anything on the board. You aim or start off with a reasonable target where you end up not having too much pressure, where you make better decisions, and if you get into a position, you go from there. Dikwala likes space, he needs space. He's very good at using it. Doesn't get any.
Yeah, it's a different pitch. Here, batters need to work hard for their runs. Out or dropped, is he?
He juggled it, but he managed to hang on. The second wicket falls. Paul Sterling, he likes that mid-wicket area. Ball not coming on. Slightly high on the bat, and the Viking, Dambulla Viking, they're struggling early.
Have a look at the pace. 103 kilometers per hour, so pace off the ball. Doing the trick, asking for the muscle to be used.
Tixila De Silva somehow managed to hang on to it. Sterling makes only one. Dambulla Viking, 3 for 2.
Samit Patel comes to the crease. He's been good with bat and ball for this Dambulla Viking team. 58 in the first match, 41 of 22 in the second game. Can hit it a long way, but it's a crisis he's entering at the moment. 2 quick wickets.
The conditions, state of the pitch, not suiting to his technique. He likes a bit of pace to work with. Here, he'll be needing to graft, play the ball late.
Haven't seen a delivery beyond 130 kilometers per hour so far in the innings. And a lot of T20 cricket has to do about thinking on your feet and adjusting as the game unfolds. I'm sure Dambulla Viking and their players in the dressing room will take notice of that approach by the Colombo Kings bowlers.
It's all about gleaning the information against your opposition, about your opposition. And what Angelo Matthews saw yesterday when Paul Sterling was up against the left-armers and he was struggling. So he opted to bowl with Udana. Great call from the captain and paid for the side.
I was surprised that De Silva bubbled that simple chance.
Now you can't do things the easy way.
Added entertainment.
Yeah. Get everyone on the edge. That's how the world works these days. On the edge. A little bit of an edge there. Samit Patel would have got 4 though. Leg side. You miss it, you're always thinking that you missed out on scoring runs, then not the wicket. Boundary distance, 73 meters down the ground. That's of course the length of the pitch is added to that as well. Square of the wicket is 64 meters. That's 70 yards basically. It's on the smaller side, that must be said. But around the world, you do get lots of grounds with those dimensions, similar dimensions.
Now I have a question for both of you. We've seen 6 previous matches, 4 times teams batting first, they've gone on to win. Why is that? With smaller boundaries, that due factor should be easy for teams chasing.
Well, we saw a few teams getting very close. The first game went to a super over. Jaffna managed to chase 175. I think it's the mindset. If you concede anything over 190, it brings a lot of pressure. And as a batter, you want to go out there and play all the strokes in the world without realizing that losing wickets is not going to help. That's my 11 circle champion stroke.
And another stat to note, Darren. No team winning the toss has gone on to win a match. Well, we're talking about Colombo Kings. Well, we'll finish that point in the next over, 9 for 2.
Loud appeal. Nod of the head by the umpire. Might have been outside the line of leg stump.
I would think so. Yeah, just going back to finish that point. Matthews did win the toss in that first game against the Candy Tuskers, but that game ended in a tie, so that's why we're not saying that they won a game. They won the super over, but we ain't counting that in the first 20 overs.
I'm waiting, Russell. Why are teams struggling to chase?
I think the approach is not right. Plus, when you concede more than 190 runs, you come out under pressure and you try indifferently, and in the process you lose early wicket, which is detrimental, and from there on it becomes very difficult. I think they have to take leaf out of the book of Chandimal. When he was looking to score 218 runs, he came out. That's in the air. Should go all the way.
Oh dear, oh dear. That was a pie. Yeah, it's tea time. 3:45 here in Hambantota. And Angelo Matthews serves a pie. Well, he served a pie. He got a wicket in the previous over, not this time.
108 kilometers per hour. I'm sure the message is already sent back to the Dambulla Viking dressing room. Pace off the ball. Flicked again, uppishly.
Yeah, just to finish that point, you know, when you come out to bat to chase a big total, you have to try maneuver the length first up. If it's not happening, then you go with ram shot, you know, moving away from the stumps. But you have to make sure you don't lose too many wickets. If you do, the doors get shut.
Lots of footmarks seen on the pitch, and that's an indication that there is a little bit of moisture. Darker side the pitch. Slapped over, he gets enough. My 11 circle, champion shot, Samit Patel. He's got to play a few more of that if the Dambulla Vikings are going to press the Colombo Kings.
Intentional opening of the blade. I wonder if you have Samit Patel in your My 11 Circle fantasy team. Remember, My 11 Circle, sponsors of the Lanka Premier League. It's an app where you can select your fantasy team and play with real champions All you need to do is download it and produce a team to get maximum points. 3 overs gone, 20 for 2. My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League being broadcasted across the globe in the subcontinent, PTV, Sony, and in the Caribbean as well, Sports Max, Willow TV in the USA, and digital partners following suit. That's another platform you can catch the action as it unfolds. Only match number 7 happening right now.
Damika Prasad, good to see him back. Finds the gap. He likes space on the ball, Upul Taranga. He's a very good timer, so not a great start for Damika Prasad.
It's a familiar sight. A fielder making the mess of things. Yes, it was driven and he was travelling, but should have been stopped at this level.
My 11 Circle champion shot. And these are good fielders. That's Case Ahmed. He's brilliant in the field. Quick, attacks the ball. Damika Prasad played for Sri Lanka in the past, led the bowling attack. Bowls wicket to wicket, hits the seam on the pitch, gets deviation. That's his strength was. Unfortunately, a shoulder injury had ruled him out for a long period. Trying to make a comeback. So really good to see him here.
Yeah, after bowling a half volley with his first delivery, he recovered quite quickly. It was a good delivery, and have a slip in, captain.
One of 2 changes to the team today for Colombo Kings. Damika Prasad.
You're not getting that, Damika. Oh dear. Well, he's lucky he looked back, Upul Taranga. New haircut for Damika Prasad. Got it this morning. Babar Azam in the Pakistan team. There was Babar Udana who dished out that style this morning.
Yeah, it's a norm, isn't it? Following the trends.
Russell, you got to thank me for your haircut.
Got me to pay a lot more than I usually pay for my haircut.
And no, folks, I didn't perform the haircut myself. I arranged it for him.
Do they charge you for this kind of a haircut? Do they?
I had to pay. It's a lot better than that, though. And the barber asked me, "Who's that bloke? Is he a Kiwi? You Kiwi?"
That was the funniest. West Indian being called a Kiwi.
But no one will mistake this, though.
Sponsors very important, Red Bull. All the players are fueled up for this contest, match number 7 in the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Hoping that we'll see better performances on the field. That's been a deficient area in the tournament so far. He's thoroughly enjoying it. Drink partner for the Lanka Premier League, Red Bull. Six runs from his first over, 26 for 2.
over. That's two. Left arm over to you.
Change of ends for Isuru Udana. Now, those are the two teams. Two changes for the Colombo Kings, but four for Dambulla Viking. And there's one that surprises me. Yesterday, we saw the Afghan, Aftab Alam. He bowled brilliantly when Thisara Pereira and the Jaffna Stallions were going crazy. In those last 9 to 11 overs, they scored 150, 160 runs. 3 were bowled by Aftab Alam and only 20 runs were conceded. Brilliant Yorkers, slower balls.
And we spoke about him not bowling his full complement of 4 and questioned why.
I can understand that Dasun Shanaka might have known much about Aftab Alam. That's the first time they're coming together. But why isn't he there today?
I think it's the pitch, the conditions, maybe a balance in the team, because you're seeing 2 right-hand leg spinners.
Look,
2 of the 4 changes.
The Yorkers, the slower balls that he bowled, executed to Thisara Pereira in the 18th and 20th over, were outstanding. Wide Yorkers, Thisara Pereira couldn't get going. He was going, but couldn't keep going. That tells you something. So that Aftab Alam not in the team just surprises me.
I think Pereira with his batting created a lot of pressure. The captain felt it and forgot to do certain things.
Come on guys, tell me about what you've seen here in terms of the bowling. Better effort surely from the Colombo Kings and their bowlers.
Yeah, lots of slow balls being used. The variations are coming in. And also this pitch is a little different. Played on yesterday. And both teams showed what to do. Bowling it in the pitch, there was a bit of grip. So you expect a lot more. And then we also mentioned the fact that it is moist. Look at the marks. That's to tell you that it's slightly wet, and that's why it's holding up on the pitch. Not easy to play your shots.
The bowlers have reacted quite well. They've been bowling attacking lines, attacking lengths.
White ball.
That's a wide. A rare mistake from the bowler. Has to re-bowl. It's the first time he's operating with a new ball.
Other point I'd like to mention is what we've seen in previous matches. The average power play score, my team's 62 for 2. Very different results so far as we approach the end of the 5th over. 29 for 2 at the moment. And some lateral movement.
So there is a little bit more in it for the bowlers. And that's why I'm saying, rather than thinking the 190 of every day, try and get yourself 160 and be in the game. When you aim too high, you could fall way low. Aim reasonable, you'll get somewhere there.
For the first time, batsman being challenged. This My 11 Circle, Lanka Premier League. It's been a struggle so far.
After all, it's cricket, guys. Every batsman should be prepared for some testing conditions at the top of the innings, especially if you're opening the batting. That's what is expected. Batting to come. The captain, Shanaka, number 5, his strike rate is quite good. Angelo Pereira, Polina Taranga, the leggy we spoke about, brought into the side for today's match.
This kind of a pitch, it demands softer grip on the bat. In T20, you see every batsman coming out with a strong grip, trying to hit the ball out of the park. The intentions are such on every delivery. Here, they have to bide their time, show some patience. Like that, beautifully executed stroke. Always pleasing on the eye to see such a stroke executed. An authentic cover drive.
Only the 3rd 4 in the innings. There was a 6 as well. And that's a My 11 Circle champion shot to end the 5th over. Beautiful, 34 for 2.
5 overs gone, 34 for 2, a boundary off the last ball of that last over, and I'm hoping that's going to just spurt things on a little bit, because I think we've seen some pretty ordinary cricket so far, I must say. Yes, the track's a little bit different, but I'm not sure the disciplines have been there. Hasn't been a great deal of spark out there. Case Ahmed is someone who provides a bit of spark normally, but that's a wide. Now the extras are climbing already. That's 11 extras so far, including 6 wides. Here's a look at the last ball of the last over. That was a crisp shot. Nice to see that.
Really good to see that. Upul Taranga playing well. Isuru Dana will be really upset as that.
Got away with that. It's run away for 4, but there was some excitement.
Yeah, there was. And just to go back to my point there with Isuru Dana, he would have wanted to close down that over. So going for a 4 of the last ball wasn't great.
Certainly there is some purchase for the spinners, and particularly the leg spinner with so much of revs on the ball, rotation of the wrist, he's bound to get turned.
He's got energy, Case Ahmed. Like the way he goes about his cricket. We haven't seen his forward flips yet. Who knows, today might be the day. Samit Patel is someone that the Viking side are going to rely heavily on. That is a beautiful shot, 3 extra cover, that is superb.
Great shot there, Samit Patel. He's playing some really good cricket. Hit the ball late, hit it under his eyes, got his power through the ball. Great shot. And we just have a look at this. Pitched up into the gap, into the arc. Beautiful shot. Weight through the ball, hands through the ball. A lot of power in that from Samit Patel. The Viking will be looking at this because they've gone with a spin-friendly combination today. They'll be hoping there's a little bit of an offer for the spinners.
Just a reminder, they won the toss, the Viking, and decided to bat first. That's beautifully bowled. Angelo Matthews was happy to bowl.
In fact, Matthews was a little bit confused. He said he's not sure how this pitch will play, so I'd rather bat second. But looking at what's happening here, we spoke about the moisture content. Can't see the moisture drying out quickly.
Oh, nice, baby.
And one thing I guess we're going to see here also is that Samit Patel on this sort of track, I mean, it's a track that maybe resembles a bit more like an English surface. He's played most of his cricket in the UK, so the ball not coming onto the bat, he'll work a bit more, he'll be more precise with his shots.
And wanting to hit the ball as late as possible.
Upul Taranga is somebody who enjoys a lot of spin, loves to play against spin, he's very good against spin.
Oh, nice,
And that's his forte, he'll just keep knocking it into gaps. It's 45 for 2.
On the sidelines, there's signalling the end of the power play. It's a slow power play, 45-2. The average score so far in the power plays in the tournament is 62 for 2. A bit of purchase also for Priyanjan.
Who was first a batsman, now he's developed his art as an off spinner, Hashan Priyanjan. But this is something that we will see right throughout. A lot of spin. And lately, Priyanjan has started to pick up wickets. Economy under 6, which is excellent. Plays for the Colombo Cricket Club.
You would think he's going to be happier bowling to Taranga, with the ball turning away from Taranga than into Patel, who probably looked to work him hard on the leg side.
Oh, nice boy.
Well bowled there from Priyanjan. Into the pads of Samit Patel. There has been a little bit of purchase for the spin.
It's a bit of a different game today, so don't forget to download that app, my11circle.com. You can download the app and have some fun. Play with the champions, select your side, but it's a little bit different today because of the surface and because it's not coming on the bat as well as we have seen previously, so the style of the game has changed. Different skills to the fore. Have some fun.
Maybe they should try and select teams according to surfaces. So this surface, they should pick up some spinners. But look at this. This is what the drone is providing. How beautiful it is from a distance, quite far, quite high up. I like the greenery in the background. Very English, isn't it?
I've been asked before how these drone shots, I mean, I think they're wonderful, the drone shots. I've been asked before how big these drones are. I mean, they're just the drone that we're using, providing that picture right now is obviously quite high. But it's a small little drone. It's quite remarkable, the equipment. Where is it? There it is. That's all we got. That's gone all the way. That's a very good shot. Long and high. It's gone for 6, and it's a lovely way to finish the over. So they needed it. 9 from it eventually, 54 for 2. Another drone shot now. Our drone operator has just moved the drone back a little bit now. There we go. There's the operator. Unbelievable how it works. The clarity of these pictures.
Technology at its best. It was invented for different reasons and now being used for sport and everything else. And I know there are people around the world who would be having drones for their personal use. And one person who has it is Pat Simcox. I knew it.
I'm looking forward to watching Jeffrey van der Sey bowl here. He's a very, very good leg spinner.
Quick single. Direct hit might have found him wanting, but he was watching that throw all the way, so there wasn't too much drama.
Jeffrey van der Sey plays for the SSC. He has played a lot for Sri Lanka, just gone off the boil in the last year or two, but he's come back strong. So this is a really good test for him.
It's important he starts well. That's what all spinners want to do. A little bit short, a little bit wide. Plenty of time to rock on the back foot, bring the sweeper into play.
Yeah, this is Samit Patel. Nice is the feet, quite wide, but he did well to get hold of it, and it went the distance. And on the subject of Van der Sey, I think there's no doubting him for talent and ability. Thankfully, he's, as you said, back in business, determined to prove himself, determined to make sure that he makes his mark, which is excellent, because he was thought of as someone who can win games for Sri Lanka. He was included at a very young age. As you said, he played in white ball cricket.
It's nicely bowled, but that's good running too. Good aggressive running. So they're just working around at the moment. First balls are wide, which might be interesting towards the end of this over. 5 from it, 2 balls remaining. Correction, 6 from it. There is protection on the offside and also at deep mid-wicket. A couple of men back straight as well. And that's another wide. That's going to be bonus run, so that's exactly what he didn't want to do. It's gone through the keeper. And those extras climb up. Gee, they're with a rocket at the moment.
Yeah, he didn't want that, Jeffrey van der Sey. He just needs a little bit of confidence just to settle. and that wasn't what he wanted. The good thing for him, though, is there's enough there to keep him interested if he gets through his action.
Oh, again, it's another wide. 18 extras so far and only 65 runs on the board.
Yeah, he's getting the googly, but googly is ill-directed going down the leg side. He must be a bit nervous as well, isn't it? I mean, coming back into big-time cricket after a while.
Yeah, the thing with it is there's enough on offer on the pitch. He doesn't need to have to do anything different. As long as he lands his leg spinner, he'll be in business.
Solid down the ground. That's going to be 4. It is 4. It's picked a gap. This is good stuff from the Viking.
Yeah, they're milking him. They're really milking him. And they're doing it in style, really without breaking sweat. If you look at that shot, Upul Tharanga just chipped it into the gap. And then also those wides and extras.
And these are the extra balls. These are the balls that wouldn't normally be bowled if he'd bowled 6 legitimate deliveries. Still got 1 to go as well. It's a huge over. Past the outside edge. And that's much better. At least he finished strong with that delivery. 8 gone, 71 for 2. So 17 runs off that last over. I think it's time for some of the players to just get together and have a little bit of a chat. And they do have their time to do that as well, because right now we've got a strategic timeout. We had a double header today. This is the first of 2 games, so we've got plenty of entertainment for you. 8 overs gone, 71 for 2. These 2 batsmen are the crease now. This partnership is worth 68. Patel in particular has been in form, 50 and a 30. Chamira into the attack. These are the 2 guys that I think the Viking have to rely on to get a big total. The big total is down a little bit than what it normally has been so far in this tournament. It's probably around about the 170, 180 mark on this sort of surface.
Yeah, Dushmancha Chamira I hope he backs his best delivery today, because when he bowls his best delivery, it's as good as it is for anybody.
Well, Dambulla needs a really good effort here. To me, well, that's how the current rate would be, 176. 214 would be a very good score if they can get there, but around 176, 180.
Yeah, that's what I think. They've almost got to sort of think, okay, Andre Russell's there, but let's just make sure we get the runs on the board and not get too carried away. Seven over gets him to that 189 mark.
Just looking at the Dambulla side, to me, it's one team that's a little bit unsettled as yet, struggling with their combination. Did win that first game, then lost the next one badly. Now 4 changes, and the last time when you looked at that side, they were short in batting. It's good to see Angelo Pereira is in, pulling a Taranga, who's a kind of an all-rounder. So there is a little bit more muscle.
They need a start too with the Willow. It's whipped away, sweeper into play. They've got to get a good solid start, and Dick Weller, I think, has got to come to the fore. 2 soft dismissals before today, and a strangle down the leg side today for Dick Weller.
Talking about starts, I think Jusmanta Chamira started this over really well. He's got the ball in the right area, he's got his field set properly, and it's been a really, really good start from him.
And he's gone past 140 k's per hour.
Very exciting, very exciting. All you do, as we said in our pre-show, Hazy, is you want him at the back end of that mark to be committing to the delivery he's going to bowl now to get best results.
That's just about perfect.
So when you look at the likes of Jusmanta Chamira, who at one stage was injury prone and he was virtually out of it. Remember, went on a tour to South Africa, struggled badly, had to come back. Well, this is what happened. Angelo Matthews, a pretty soft dismissal, the first one, down the leg side, and then the next one straight down the throat of the man at mid-wicket.
2 gifts. They are 2 very ordinary dismissals.
Looking at the pool of players Sri Lanka has, we spoke about it off air, we'll come to that.
He bowled again. Perfect lines. Nice to see him running in. I mean, even though the track's on the slow side, I mean, nice to see him still running in on the surface.
Yeah, looking at the pool of players Sri Lanka has, I'm positive that Sri Lanka doesn't lack the talent, but it's about harnessing the experience that we have, Sri Lanka has, because they've been struggling a little bit. Let's not forget, in the white ball format, red ball format, Sri Lanka has been a little bit better but inconsistent. So in that context, the Van der Says and Chamiras coming back in good form, good rhythm, injury-free, Vanisuru Udana will be an absolute blessing. But the Viking, that is, have lost Upul Taranga. Jusmanta Chamira's elation, celebration, understandable. 74 for 3, with Taranga gone for 25.
Partnership of 71 has just been broken. Taranga has departed, which means that Shanaka has arrived at the middle now. The skipper, strike rate of 146. It's not going to be as free-flowing as he would like, I'd imagine. He'll need to just take a little bit of time just to get used to the surface, and then he can play some strokes. Only 9 overs in, but Chamira's last over, his first. 1 wicket and just conceding just 3 runs, so that's really good work. Chanaka's scores of 73 and 35 so far in the tournament.
Don't take too much.
Quite Ahmed into the attack.
That's the boundary first up. 1 bounce 4.
That's a good start for Dasan Shanaka. You always want to try and get a boundary to kickstart your innings, because from there you can just keep it going. A little bit wide, he's given Dasan a free hit on the leg stump, and he swept that very, very well.
Yeah, good confident start for the captain.
The deliveries you'd want to get first up, I think, as soon as you arrived.
Exactly that. There's the owner of the Dambulla Vikings, Mr. Sachin Joshi. He was meeting with Mr. Ravin Wickranta this morning. I saw them at our hotel.
Yeah, Ravin, of course, is the tournament director.
Oh, nice bowling.
I'm sure the plan should have been for the years to come.
Just to go back to Dushmanta Chamira's over, I was really excited by the amount of by the pace he generated and the areas he hit. That is exactly what you want to do in your first over. He didn't try anything untoward, he just got the basics right.
Yeah, if you're with us before the game started, we just went through some of the golden rules, basically, that the quicks need to go through when they're bowling in T20 cricket, and I think he covered all the bases the way he was going about things. This is the dismissal. He's got a big motor. Andre Russell took him a while to get into gear. Took the catch quite comfortably. Hard into the ground.
This is the partnership for the Dambulla Viking right here. Samir Patel and Dasan Shanaka, they're two best players.
And then they got Angelo Pereira, who could also bat. So obviously they will be mindful of that. 80 for 3, 10 overs completed.
Turnover's gone, 80 for 3 at the moment. Incense Fair Play Award is also the Cycle Incense Fair Play Award is something that's awarded at the end of the tournament. The teams get awarded points for the spirit of the game. Here's Chamira again. He bowled with some really nice pace in his first over, got rewarded. Hesitation there, he's not going to be able to turn around far enough and shy at the bowler's end. But that one was 140 k's per hour, that first delivery of that over. Here's a look at his speeds throughout the first over he bowled. So all at the start, straight away he was hitting good speeds. And then he picked up that wicket. So it's really good work. Creating a buzz straight away.
Looked a different bowler in this game. Chamira hitting the right areas consistently, generating a lot of pace. Quite a few problems for the batsman.
He's been consistently at that around 143, 144. And the other thing about his consistency has been the length he's bowled. He's been at the batsman. And with Chamira at close to 145, Lahiru Kumara at 150. And with the likes of Kasum Rajitha, who's playing today, and a few other youngsters coming through, the Sri Lankan fast bowling cupboard is looking quite good and strong.
And that's refreshing, isn't it? We all know that Sri Lanka has produced world-class batsmen over the years. Quality spinners as well. Is he out? Oh. That's bad luck, isn't it? He was looking so good and so dangerous. And getting out in a fashion like this, disappointing.
Well, the change-up, a soft dismissal. Yeah, you could hear the sound. It was a very, very soft dismissal. Samit Patel will be kicking himself. But he has to go because Dushmanta Chamira has got his second wicket in consecutive overs. And Viking in trouble, 82 for 4. Patel gone for 30. Angelo Pereira playing in his first game. Another player with Sri Lankan colours, lots of experience, 90 games. Pretty decent strike rate. Well, we spoke about how important that last partnership was for Dambulla Viking, and this partnership this is the last of the recognized batsmen. Then Pulina Taranga is an all-rounder, and then you go down to the bowlers.
Yeah, Pereira making his first appearance in this Lanka Premier League. His work is cut out.
Strangled down the leg side, the second player to get dismissed in this sort of fashion. Samit Patel just losing his balance, falling over. A little bit of a roll across the seam of the ball to take the pace off. He's been quite pacey, but his variation doing the trick and being assisted with that shot by the batsman. Very unfortunate.
Oisha, a late addition to the Dambulla Viking side.
And T20 cricket allows you to play the mind games, as they say. If you look at Colombo Kings and how they bowled in the first 5 to 7 overs, they took pace off the ball. Now they're using pace on the ball. So again, just trying to confuse the opposition batting. And it's paying dividends. Already 4 wickets and they're taking control.
Now they're using pace at the moment, but not forgetting the advantages those slow deliveries can bring to you. And that's how they managed to remove Samit Patel.
Good pace. Dushmantha Chamira can work up a good head of steam. Again, you look at it, he's consistently in that 140 area. Darren, you spoke about, in fact, it's 80. Well, the current rate, a little while ago, the current rate would have taken them to 179. You could see what has happened with that wicket. It's now just under 150. And if you look at the Dambulla Viking batting approach, obviously it's different. We've seen batsmen looking to express themselves, looking for quick singles, quick runs, boundaries. But this is different. See, my point or my question to both of you, I mean both top order batsmen in your day, is it determined by the pitch, you think, or is it the state of the team, the mindset? Because Dambulla obviously Viking have been struggling. They've been still looking for their combination. They're still not very confident out there, or at least that's how they look.
Was he stumped? There was a bit of a delay by the wicketkeeper. Chandimal it was. which probably allowed the batsman to get back. A review will settle this decision. Legal delivery.
Big moment for Dambulla Viking. A very big moment in the innings. Dasun Shanaka. Well. Oh, he just managed to get in. So the Dambulla Viking supporters will breathe a little bit easier. The captain's still there. Chandimal struggled a little bit.
Good bowling though. Leg spin is not afraid of flighting the ball. Looking to get some spin, and it's not out. And once again, a bit of turn for the leg spinner.
Just waiting for that point. I'd like to hear your views.
To answer your question, Roshan, any T20 team has to play to its strength. And I think as a batting unit, you want to capitalize on the power play overs with the restriction of only 2 fielders outside a 30-yard circle. So you've got to be ultra aggressive. So if you're opening the batting, yes, it's cricket at the end of the day, and as a batsman, you've got to assess the conditions, understand which shots are on, understand which bowlers are the biggest threat to your wicket, and play accordingly. That's where the skill and the assimilation of the conditions, they all come into play. But at the end of the day, it's about scoring runs in quick time for your team to give you a competitive advantage.
That's a very long run.
And also the situation will dictate terms too. You know, if you set up the tone of the game through your openers quite well, then you keep on going with the momentum. And you have to look at the opposition as well. And if you glean the right information and you prepare well, do the diligence, you come out with the right ideas and employ the right strokes according to the state of the surface, the chances to excel get brighter. Good running, very good running. That's what they have to do very often to get to a decent total. After 12, it's 88 for 4.
Most valuable player of the tournament, Tisara Pereira, just under 100. Danushka Gunatilaka played a blinder yesterday, right on top. A few 90s there. Samit Patel just under 90.
My 11 Circle, Lanka Premier League. Of course, many of you would have downloaded the app and selected your fantasy team for today's match. We hope that you've selected the right players, because if you can score maximum points, you can be a champion. You play alongside a champion and be a champion as well.
That's true.
And Darren, it's becoming difficult for the fans to actually pick because there are plenty of options now. As the tournament is hotting up, the players have started to react. And there's so many options now in bowling, spin department, batters, and also the wicket keepers.
The Lanka Premier League still in its early stage, but I can tell you it's hotting up. A lot of interest, good contests.
in terms of the fantasy teams that you're picking. I'm sure bowlers will come more in focus. Given what we're seeing today, what we saw yesterday, they should be able to get you more points than what we've seen in the earlier matches.
Initially, what you saw, the faster bowlers, they were reluctant to bowl those heavy balls. Now pelting the batsman with the short pitch deliveries. In the previous over, we saw Chamira welcoming a new batsman at the crease with 3 consecutive bounces. So now they're getting the hang of it. They're gaining more and more confidence. Top edge and clear the boundary. It's a 6.
Extra pace, and Chamira's extra pace just making sure, and a lot of bat on it, possibly a top edge, doesn't matter, just breaks those monotony of dots and singles. Short delivery just above his eye line.
Yeah, runs bring relief for the batsman in this format. If you have eaten up a few deliveries, then a boundary or a 6 is comforting.
I know we've been talking a lot about the Colombo Kings and their bowling. Dambulla Viking is still in a good position batting wise. Yes, they've lost maybe a wicket or 2 too many, but still they have a chance of getting to 170. And I say that because what we've seen in the first 5 overs, they've scored at around 7 to 8 runs per over, and then in the next 5 around 9 to 10. So only the better teams in T20 cricket are able to score higher in the middle phase of the innings, and they've done that. So not a bad position. The big challenge will be, can they finish well, and do they have the power batsmen to hit the boundaries, maybe in the death overs?
I'm with you, because Dambulla Viking have a good bowling attack. They can defend it if they get to 170. What do you think, my friend?
Yeah, I agree. Talk about it. 10 runs off the over, 98 for 4. .98 for 4. Well, we got 7 overs to go. We were talking about the 170 target. Darren was talking about a good finish. Now, to do that, I believe that this partnership needs to bat a little bit deep. That's one. And Dasun Shanaka, he's going to be the key as far as I'm concerned, because he's the one who can really move things along. And he's going to get runs here down to deep mid-wicket, and it will be 4. So it's the 100 for the Dambulla Viking, and this man, Dasun Shanaka, needs to be there.
Yeah, he needs to cash in. He was given an opportunity. Chandimal could have stumped him out, or wasn't to be. Now he has to cash in.
And just to finish on that, Pulina Taranga, who's coming in next, can really hit the long ball. He's a quick scorer. Behind square leg, good work in the deep. That came quickly.
I also felt when Dasun Shanaka elected to bat first, he took into consideration that this is a pitch that was used previously, and batting second on this type of surface will be challenging, especially with the conditions around. So, as you rightly said, he's putting that onus on his bowlers to win him this game. They still have a lot to do with the bat, but that's not a bad strategy. If you think your strength lies in your bowling, put runs on the board and allow your bowlers to win you a match. We've been talking a lot about the turn. Myself, Amir Sohail spoke about it before the start of this match. 5.3 degrees. That's significant. And I'm sure it will be an incentive for Dambulla Viking and their spinners when they get their chance to bowl. So, a challenge for batsmen on this surface.
Yeah, the best thing Ahmed did in his spell, he flighted the ball, bowled it slower. In the air, into the gap, and my 11th circle. Champion shot that was.
Angelo Pereira, short and wide. Damika Prasad, well, he's returning after injury. He's worked really hard, but he's not possessing the same pace he used to have. So that gave him a bit of space outside the off stump. But just going back to Dasun Shanaka's decision, he's playing 4 spinners. So obviously he's expecting this pitch to help them. Columbagay, a leg spinner, and Pulina Taranga bowls leg spin. Then there are 2 left-arm spinners.
Apart from the beauty of Sri Lanka that you're seeing, we also have another sponsor that is on board, Munchikome, flavored rice cracker to enrich your snacking moments. Most Sri Lankans will know about this brand, and we've been enjoying it. Another My 11 Circle champion shot. This is going to be a welcome relief for Dambulla Viking.
It's turning out to be a good over for them. Prasad has been all over the place in this over. His ball wide of the stumps. His ball long hopped. Working in the favour of the batsman. He should be relieved in this over. These 2 batsmen picking up 2 boundaries.
13 runs already. No ball. No ball.
Isn't it a crime? Overstepping. The opposition, who was feeling a lot of pressure before this over, they must be feeling relieved. Opportunity to pick up easy runs. And the set batsman on strike, their captain, Shanaka.
That was the effort ball. He was going at about 120 and that went to 130. So searching for some extra pace, just overstepping, but goodness. Overstepping in T20 cricket. Dasun Shanaka on strike. Slams it. A boundary. It's a big over. 19 runs off it. It's 117 for 4. Right, 117 for 4. It's time again for the strategic timeout. 117 for 4. This partnership gradually developing for the Dambulla Viking. It's an important partnership. 6 overs to go. 36 legal deliveries. How much will they profit, the Dambulla Viking? That's the question. As long as Dasun Shanaka is around, there's a lot of hope.
And that's why it was a very important strategic timeout for the Colombo Kings, because they needed to rethink their strategies. And I think Angelo Matthews has gone with the right option. The most experienced bowler, Udana.
Angelo Matthews, he's got a task on his hand to select his remaining bowlers after this over. 5 overs remaining. You'll think that Chamera will get an opportunity again. He's bowled 3 overs, 2 wickets, and just conceded 15 runs. So Udana, you'd expect to bowl his full complement of 4.
So it still leaves 2 more overs. So he'll have to pick. Maybe himself could come on and bowl an over, take a lot of pace off the ball if he wants to.
Still 170 on the cards, because both these batsmen, they got their eye in, they got the measure of the pitch, they've got their bearing right, looking dangerous.
The one thing I've seen at the international level in T20 cricket is leg spinners bowling in the dead phase of the innings too, and that's not a bad option to choose, especially when you have spin-friendly conditions. You think of Adil Rashid, you think of Adam Zampa, Rashid Khan. All these bowlers are ranked in the top 10 T20 bowlers in the world. So that's a trend that I've seen at the international level, and surely I would like captains to trust their leg spinners even in the death overs and that phase of the innings too.
White ball.
Should be a white. Does it tell you something? Leg spinner excelling in pressure situations, especially in the death of the innings, because most of the batsmen, they are looking to heat the ball towards mid-wicket. Strong grip on the bat and ball turning away brings a lot on the table. So I think it's a good point for the bowlers to think, who are required to bowl in the depth of the innings, what they should be looking to do and where they should be looking to bowl.
So Roshan, I'd like to see Qais Ahmed bowl his full complement of 4. He's bowled 3 already.
Yeah, and also if you looked at what Udana did in this over, one delivery he went quick, but he was not taking the pace off with the back of the hand. I think he was rolling his fingers over the ball. He was taking a lot of pace. He was looking to try and bowl cutters. So it's an indication as to where this pitch is.
Ganga, how are you communicating with the captain? He heard you.
I wish.
What are the tools? Come on. Let us in on the secret.
Telepathy.
Ganga has a lot of tools. He doesn't tell us what it is.
Name one.
He doesn't tell us. So how would I? Talking about the pace of Isur Udana, if you just look at that, the first 2 deliveries took a lot of pace off the ball, but not in the way he generally does it. High, should be taken. Chandimal underneath it, takes it quite well. Great work, because if you look at the way he ran for it, he made sure that the others were moved away. It's pretty confident, got underneath it.
That cutter worked for him. Finally. You know, that's the thing in T20 cricket. Couple of dot deliveries, mounts up the pressure, demanding from the batsman to do something special. He opted to hit the ball towards mid-wicket, and guess what happened? Outer edge, because the ball moved away from the batsman. Timely wicket. Angelo Pereira contributing with 21. It's 120 for 5.
Angelo Pereira, Roshan, I heard he comes from a very good college, St. Peter's College.
Yeah, of course, he comes from a good college. No doubt about it. But that's not the only good college.
I guess that's yours, isn't it?
There are
You
many
went
more
there.
good colleges around, for your information. 121 for 5.
The business end now, 15 overs gone, 121 for 5. So there's just the 5 overs remaining in this really important game. Ali is going to be facing, in fact he's not, he's at the non-strikers end. There he is, just practicing a couple of shots. Oh, that's a bit of a freebie. That's a buffet ball, and that's gone for 6 runs. Right out of the screws.
Dustin Shanaka not going to miss out on that. As you say, Hazy, it's a free hit for him, that. Big partnership, this one. Oh, that's just a hip-high full toss. Dustin Shanaka, a player of his class, is not missing out on that.
Look, if they're not careful, they're going to find themselves in trouble, the Colombo Kings. They were going along nicely, just being a little clumsy, plenty of wides. There's 21 extras on the board. Last 5 overs, 10 and over gets the Dambulla Kings to 170. And as we know, runs on the board always crucial.
These extras are getting out of control. 15 wides in the 21 extras. Nicely bowled, nice pace through the air.
That's also 2.5 overs, Hazy, there. A quick 20.
Good connection. That's gone over the top as well. 6 more. That's the second maximum in this over.
And
these big hits make a big difference.
And that is a very, very good shot from Dustin Shanaka. He's hit with the spin into his area where he's very proficient. Over extra cover, down the wicket. Beautiful weight transferal, everything right there. Good connection, 6.
Long levers. Look at the way he swings that bat. The back lift and then right through. Good player.
There's a nice little replay there. We could see actually when the ball was released, then he actually went down the surface. He knows that there's a bit of air. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. That is a superb delivery. Good comeback.
That should encourage the Dambulla Kings too. They got spinners in their ranks and they got to try and take the opportunity to find that spin. Great angle, turn.
But in the end, it's 134 for 5, 13 from it. Four overs to go. Look at those extras, 21. I wonder if that's going to bite them in the end.
All that scorecard needs is a 20 or a 30 from Anwar Ali. That'll get them to a very competitive zone. The best for the Kings, Dushmantha Chameera. I'm sure the coach pretty excited about what he's seeing from Chameera today.
2 for 15 his return right now, and he's been bowling plus 140. Oh, that's picked up superbly. That is an extraordinary shot. That is an amazing stroke first up.
What a good shot there by Dasun Shanaka. Just rocked back and hit it for 6. Wait again, through the ball. He is playing a very, very good little cameo here and getting them to something very exciting.
We are seeing some really good cricket now. It's quite amazing, this game. I thought the first 5 overs I was going through the motions a bit and a couple of soft dismissals, and then now it's for the last little while it's clicked into some really good quality action. And that's a good start to the over. 6 off the first ball means this one could convert into a big over and make a big difference. Good comeback, slow delivery.
Jushmanta Chamira changing his pace up there. Slow ball out the back of the hand. Well bowled at that at this point of the game. He executed that very, very well. Good to see him with that in his arsenal as well.
Joint leading scorer in the tournament so far, Dasun Shanaka.
I guess the ideal scenario is to get him back on strike. Ali on strike now. And he does that. Nicely played. That's a single down to third man. So Skipper back on strike.
On top of the list is Danushka Gunatilaka of the Ball Gladiators. He's been contributing with the bat, but still no winning cause for the Gladiators.
Anwar Ali as well, very dangerous cricketer. He hits a very hard ball. Has played particularly well for the Quetta Gladiators in the PSL. Very, very good all-round cricketer, and somebody very good at the back end of the innings.
I don't see any reason why they shouldn't be able to get 12, 13, maybe even 14 runs and over from here. 5 wickets in hand. Chanaka is in form, striking the ball nicely. He gets some backup from Ali as well. That's a wide. Extra delivery coming up.
But the firepower is here. These two, they're 5 down already. Pulina Taranga coming in for his first game, a youngster. To be a hard ask too for a new batsman to come out and play shots like Dasun Shanaka and what Anwar Ali can do. That's why I said Anwar Ali, a 20 here does the job.
16 wides is well, that's going to make the bowling coach and the head coach tear their hair out, and the Sri Lankan coach tear it. No, sorry,
he got no hair. What are you talking about, hey? Sri Lankan coach got no hair.
I realised. Hard down the ground, ricochet. She'll be able to come back for the second.
Hit it so straight. The extra ball that has been bowled, we spoke about 16 wides, and the extra ball that they have conceded has gone for 15 runs, so that's a lot of runs conceded. Dasun Shanaka, you can't hit it straighter than that. That would have beaten both fielders at long off and long on. That hard, that straight.
So that's 22 runs, let alone the extra ball again, which was maybe the 8th ball. So there's more and more and more. That's a captain killer, that one.
That's what I really enjoyed from Jushmanta Chamira. Go back to what you do best. What he does best is he hits a hard length with pace. The back of the hand slow ball worked well for him at the start of the over, and then he got the next one wrong. There we go. See him pace. Hit his hard length.
But Shanaka, he'll be gutted because third man in the circle. At that pace, all he needed was a little bit of bat to get it over the fielders in the circle.
Last ball now of the 17th over. 11 runs from it so far. Healthy. Can they finish in style? Can't get past that big mitt of Andre Russell. That would have gone for 4 had it been maybe another foot further away from him. It didn't, so 12 off, 146 for 5. look at the Cycle Incense Fair Play Award as it stands at the moment. Now, those two teams, 1 and 2, are the two teams that had a bit of a tussle on the park yesterday. So they would have lost, I guess, a couple of points, but this is up until now. Colombo Kings down the bottom at this stage.
Oh, there was plenty comedy. Afridi's expressions. So Ravin Vikramaratne, Vice President Sri Lanka Cricket, domestic, and also the tournament director of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League.
Hondo Russell now into the attack. First time we've seen him. No real pace in that delivery. That's just rolling the arm over a little bit. He's had some knee problems over the years. He's got a bit of a hamstring that he's okay with, but he's just looking after the fraction.
He was saying earlier today that that he felt that he was getting back to a little bit of his fitness, and hopefully by the end of the tournament he'll be able to bowl his rockets again.
Dropped.
Very gentle run up though. He's relying on his shoulder. It's not pushing him as much. He doesn't need to hit shoulders like that.
I was going to say, yeah, exactly right. 150 k's per hour with those shoulders.
So you guys listening to me today? Not bad.
Oh, sorry, I just caught that one, yeah. He didn't. Nicely bowled, across and wide and full. Always difficult to do too much with those, particularly when there's not too much pace on them.
No, it's a good angle. It's a real good angle at the back end of the innings, coming around the wicket into the pads, nice and full. Oh, Russ! I'm sure he would have been unhappy he didn't hang on to that one.
He probably saved 4 there, Mickey. Four balls, 3 runs. The runs were flowing. 170. That's a number that Double Viking need from here.
Underneath that one, but not enough. Hondo Russell has picked up a wicket. Now that is an important wicket because it's a dangerous partnership. Ali and Chanika.
Ali went across his crease to try and negotiate that angle better. He got a good piece of that. But look, it's almost on the crease, so Ali cannot get underneath it. He does well, but not well enough. Case Ahmed, even better. That's not an easy catch. But how easy is it for Andre Russell? Just amble in, get those Yorkers in, pick up wickets, break partnerships. This is a crucial one. He's broken Anwar Ali for 2, 149 for 6.
Three runs from the over so far. Last ball of the 18th. Short delivery. Gets that one through to the keeper. Oh, wide's called. That's not going to impress the big fella. Oh, a bit of a smile.
Was a late call from square leg. The umpire walked in and then suddenly stuck his hands out. Well, Case Ahmed very good and very lucky that he got his hands in front of his face too. 150 for 6. That wide bringing up the 150 for the Dambulla Viking. Make that 151 for 6 at the end of the 18th over.
There's the Viking owner, Assistant Joshi, just moving around a little bit at the moment. Just getting a little bit anxious, I think. He would have liked to have seen a couple more runs than they've got. That over from Russell certainly has hampered things for them. 1 for 5 off Russell's first.
Wasn't his execution there so good? He knew exactly what he needed to do. Round the wicket, full and straight into the block hole.
Mind you, he's not bowled for a while.
Yeah, and that makes his execution even better. He followed the principle of the fast.
Yeah, he tried to go inside out, but it's Rudana. Got it full. And too easy for Russell. Plucks an apple as he walks past. That's exactly.
Start of the last over. Russell it is. Wide and full is going to be the name of the game. He's not going to allow the batsman to get underneath his deliveries. That's going to be what his aim is.
And his fitness and the fact that he's back to his bowling will give this Colombo Kings team a lot more options, make it a lot more stronger. have to say though, nice one.
$73 now for 7. A little bit quicker, a little bit shorter, and a little bit higher, and he's going to have to bowl it again to wide.
And suddenly 180 is back on the cards, and that will be a very good score. That's Dasun Shanaka. Couldn't get underneath it.
Might have heard the call of 2, but no chance.
On the money, that's the length that Andre Russell's looking for right at the end. Just to go back to that dismissal of Dasun Shanaka, what we saw with the ball previously went for 6, which was just a little bit shorter in length, and that one that he got out to, there we go, Yorker length, Andre Russell doesn't allow him to free the arms. But the one Dasun Shanaka eventually got out to, the length was a lot fuller there from Isuridara. It was a really good comeback.
Fine leg moved inside the circle, third man as well. Andre Russell has taken another catch. He's gone for the double play as well. I wonder if there's going to be a time when that's going to be introduced into T20 cricket.
Tried very hard. Pulina Taranga went right across his stumps and tried to scoop it. Could only find Russell. He's making an impact with the ball. With bat the other day, but in releasing the ball and catching the ball, he's been outstanding. Just the one delivery remaining in the innings. Malinda Pushpakumaro striking it well. He's at the non-striker's end. Pulina Taranga out for 4, 175 for 8.
Can they get one big shot to get past the 180 mark? Oh, it's gone over the top. No, it hasn't. It's gone to third man. Medina is the catcher. Andre Russell, I think, has enjoyed himself here. This has provided some incentive for him to bowl a bit later on. Big smile, some catches as well. Picked up some wickets. All he needs now is a few runs just to cap off a good day.
That's the magic of the man from Jamaica. Andre Russell, amazing. Just ended up there with 2 for 18 from his spell, and we saw some pace. I reckon he'll bowl a lot more as this competition goes on.
He can crank it up at any stage. His style of cricket, the way he moves, he can change gears at any given stage, and that makes him a lot more dangerous. Very unpredictable. Right option from Columbagay, but the angle far too much to negotiate. But I'll say, after winning the toss and opting to bat first, Dambulla Viking, if you told them at the toss 175, they'll be quietly happy.
Yeah, I think the track was certainly just a little bit difficult to play on initially. And Russell even brought out the guitar at the end of that innings. And I think the track's going to be better to bat on in the second part of this first of 2 games today. A couple of wickets for 18 runs for Andre Russell, a couple of catches as well. Did grass 1, so it could have been 3 catches. And just a nice little cameo with the ball, but that 175 I think is fine. They'll sit in that change room and think, yes, we could have done a little bit better, but I think they'll be quite happy with where they are at this stage, which means they've got to get some breakthroughs early.
Look, they lost early wickets. They were 2 down for 3. From there to get to this position, I don't think they can complain.
Sama Patel is going to be a key player. He will get a little bit of purchase out of this surface as well once they get it back into the field. Let's look back at what happened with the Viking. You can see that they really struggled at the top. Dick Weller and Sterling, 1 apiece. Tarunga 25. You got 15 and 18 and 25 now throughout the tournament. So he needs to kick up a gear. Patel, 50 and a couple of 30s so far. His return again. He's also got to do some more work. Shanaka 56, played nicely, and in the end getting to that, mustering to that 175 for 9.
Matthews opened the bowling, picked up an early wicket. 1 for 14 for him. Isrudana, he usually bowls his 4 out. He's the go-to man. 3 wickets for him for 25. Dushmantha Chameera was good. The way he changed his pace and picked up a couple of wickets in the middle brought the Kings back into it. But Andre Russell, anything he touches turns to gold. 3 for 18.
Gee, they sure did use some bowlers, that's for sure. Last 5 overs, 54 runs are scored for the loss of 4 wickets, and that is what is required. They need 176 to win. The Colombo Kings are on a bit of a roll at the moment. They've played 2, they've won 2 so far. And of course they're going to have 20 overs to get them in, and they need to go at a shade under 9 runs per over.
Welcome back to the MRI Cricket Stadium in Hambantota. We have the halfway stage of match 7 of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. Dambulla Viking opting to bat first. They fought really hard to 175 for 9. Their captain yet again top scoring. But Colombo Kings, their bowling coming to the fore. Angelo Matthews will be pleased with that effort. And 175 should be a good target for them to chase. In terms of the highlights, first wicket strangled down the leg side, Niroshan Dickwella. And then in the second over, Paul Sterling picked out the man in short mid-wicket. There was a bit of a partnership, Roshan.
Yep, Samit Patel did prosper.
Hasn't bowled for a while, got it. And in his 2 overs, he picked up 3 wickets to close the innings off. Both himself, Usuru Odana, they were amongst the wickets. Along the way, the captain, Dasun Shanaka, got to a half century. And it was a good effort, despite losing wickets in clusters early on. Innings eventually ending. Dambulla Viking 176. Oh. Openers making their way out. Laurie Evans had a good partnership with Andre Russell in the last match when they scored 96 of just 5 overs. Dinesh Chandimal will partner Laurie Evans.
3.8 required run rate. Got to bat well. Dinesh Chandimal, outstanding knock in the very first game when the Colombo Kings went on to chase 219. That game was tied. Dinesh Chandimal off the past. That's what we saw, batting freely. Young Chandimal who burst onto the scene, playing shots, happy to take the bowlers on, and then we saw him go into a shell. So has he rediscovered that touch, that instinctive batting style that he grew up with?
Laurie Evans is his partner. I believe Chandimal is a man on a mission. He just wants to make sure that he comes back. But look at Laurie Evans. He's got good numbers, good average, very good strike rate as well. He's got 100. And Samit Patel, now I know that at the toss, Dasun Shanaka was emphasizing on the fact that he's playing 4 spinners, that he's going to kind of concentrate and depend a lot on the spinners. So let's see how the spinners bowl on this track.
It was a bit of a challenge as an opening batsman facing a spinner first up. Taken! That was punched back. He had to react, and so he did. One-handed stunner.
Stunner, all right. He reacted slightly late, but managed to get out there and stick that meat out. Now this is what you'll expect on this pitch, the ball to hold up a bit. Chandimal threw the shot very, very early. Oh yes, perfect size for that hand. Wicket off the first ball, just what they needed.
And to his right, which is his weak area. So Chandimal, rather unfortunate start, out for naught. Kings not for one.
26-year-old Tikshala Silva, new batsman.
But what the Dambulla Vikings saw when they were batting, there was turn for Case Ahmed. Quick single, good early call, responded to Laurie Evans. It should encourage the Dambulla Viking to bowl slower and look for turn. Now, Samit Patel is a player who can throw with both hands, so you can't really say that that's his weak side.
Any coach will tell you when you're bowling, you've got to expect that ball coming to you. An opportunity for a catch. Drink partner of Lanka Premier League, Red Bull, Herschel Gibbs, attempting to get a few wings. Coach of this Colombo Kings team.
Slip in, man on the drive at short extra cover. That is to be expected. Another look at that outstanding catch by Samit Patel. Yeah, reacted late, but he was there. Swung away on the leg side. There's a man on the boundary. It's only a single.
Yeah, nice to watch. It's a nice feeling when you get a wicket like that early. Perfect from Samit Patel. Perfect size for that hand. The ball right in the middle. It's not popping out.
Right type of impetus for Dambulla Viking at the start of their bowling. But it's a brilliant end to the over for Colombo Kings. They will play with this type of flair. They've been unbeaten so far in the tournament. 1 over down, 6 for 1. .45 for 2 is what Dambulla Viking achieved at the end of the power play with the bat. How will Colombo Kings match that effort?
Kasun Rajda, Sri Lankan international cricketer, had a wonderful start to his T20 career against India, picking up wickets early. That was in Pune, that game.
Punch through mid-wicket. And it will run away to the boundary. It's a good start to the over for the Colombo Kings. On the pads, that's the mistake he made. It's a packed offside field. Just going down the leg side a little bit.
Let's appreciate the balance shown here by Laurie Evans. Head not falling over. Sometimes as an opener, you're a little bit anxious to get into position and you can easily fall over, not time deliveries that are straight on you. When you have to play through the onside, it will feel really good.
Can't blame Rajitha for that first delivery. He was looking for shape which never came. And he's that type of bowler, and as a fast bowler, you've got to try and give yourself a chance to see if you can get it to swing. Doesn't happen, then you get to react fast. But if you don't try, you will never know.
It's good to see him in the side. I was honestly surprised to see him sitting out in the first 2 games because he carries international experience. Mohamed Herat. What a record. Outstanding arm spinner. Served Sri Lanka cricket brilliantly. Going for that full length, Kasun Rajitha searching for some swing.
The first innings would have given this Dambulla Viking team a chance to see what the bowling approach should be when their turn come. And we saw that pace off the ball worked really well for Colombo Kings early up with the new ball. So I expect that there will be a few slower deliveries used in the power play. Very attacking field, slip in place.
Down to the man, it's taken. They've got the second wicket. And they've got two quick wickets. Tixila de Silva. Perfect start for the Viking. On the pads. For a moment it appeared to be clearing the ropes, but not to be.
Trying to just flick it. Paul Sterling takes it easy. Rajitha picks a wicket. Great start for the Dambulla Viking as Tixila de Silva departs for 5. Colombo Kings 11 for 2.
Angelo Matthews, the captain of Colombo Kings, will have his opportunity with the bat. 81, his highest score in T20s. What I'd like to see is some aggression to Angelo Matthews early on. We've seen him struggle a bit with good short deliveries.
Yeah, search for those wickets. Now even these 2 wickets will help the Dambulla Viking to probably get through another over and maybe manage those first 6 overs without too much damage. Risty didn't get enough. Third man in the circle, point goes out. Very important delivery for Kasun Rajitha.
Not a good note to end the over after getting a wicket. 9 runs from the over, 15 for 2 after 2. Boundary of the first delivery and the last delivery of the last over from Rajitha. 2 wickets, more importantly, for Dambulla Viking. We saw wickets fall in cluster in that first innings as well. First over, second over wicket, same here.
Malinda Pushpakumara replacing Samit Patel. A couple of lusty blows towards the end of that innings. Just pushed Dambulla Vikings to a more comfortable position. Very experienced first-class cricketer. He's played Test cricket for Sri Lanka. Lots and lots of wickets. My circle 11 champion shot. It's a favourable length for Kasun Rajitha. Just match length. He looks to swing it towards the slips. Got to pull it back. Just a wee bit.
Malinda Pushpakumara, of course, doesn't really fire the ball. He intends to flight it, goes a little bit slow through the air. Might be perfect on this track because the spinners bowling slow over, got a bit of turn. This is over the top. In the slot for Matthews, it was tossed up, looped, and it was easy pickings over extra cover.
I'm not quite sure this is the best plan to Angelo Matthews. He likes slow bowling. He will dominate And more so, it will give him an advantage because he's just come to the crease. That's when most batsmen are most vulnerable. And with that type of shot, you can already see that his confidence is high. He is willing to be aggressive.
He was very clever. He took his guard outside leg stump and already shaped to go over the top on the offside. That extra bit of room. The previous deliveries, Pushpa Kumar was bowling stump to stump and he was not getting that room. So that was very, very good and clever from Angelo Matthews. He knew where exactly he wanted to hit it. There you go. The adjustment slightly early.
That was in the slot. And again, more control, stroke along the ground. 5 runs from the over, 20 for 2. Both teams at a similar position after 3 overs. Go short, go short. We spoke about that being a vulnerable area for Angelo Matthews.
And you got to do that early before he gets used to it. Well, folks, wherever you are in the world, take note. Before long, you'll be able to visit these parts, that's for sure. Plenty to see, plenty to enjoy, some beauty. Gets it over the top, gets enough. My 11th circle champion shot, Angelo Matthews. Trying to put pressure on the bowlers.
Matthews will enjoy that length. Darren, you were talking about being short, but this was full. And he was looking to hit it through the line. It was actually not full, just the back of a length. And he hit it on the up and hit it through the line. It's a boundary. Important. Matthews, from a Colombo Kings point of view, the captain needs to fire.
Already showing his mindset, the captain of Colombo Kings. It's amazing how wins can add to your confidence as a team. Chance! Difficult one, had to stick.
Gee, I'm glad he's not done any damage to himself. But that hit him and almost carried to the circle. Slower ball from Kasun Rajitha.
And you want to see a little more of the change-ups early in the innings. Wichita, he's got pace. Produced the opportunity but couldn't hold on.
Really slammed it back, Matthews. As Russell said, could have easily gone to mid-off.
Slower delivery and the wide one. So Matthews really having to stretch for it to try and make decent contact. Bottom of the bat.
Square leg in place. Really goes short and aggressive. Goes length. Produces a dot delivery.
Anwar Ali couldn't do much with the bat, but he is a competitor. The Dambulla Viking will really need him with the ball. Andre Russell. Well, no one needs to say anything more about him. Ashan Priyanjan after Isru Udana. They're decent. Got a few more batsmen who can come. Isru Udana showed how good he can be with the bat against the Candy Tuskers, when we had all thought that the Tuskers had done enough.
And if you're a captain, you're thinking about getting Russell in early. When you speak to a guy like Andre Russell and you ask what's his best time to enter the innings in a T20 match, he says around the 12th, 13th over, when the game has already sort of taken shape and he could play with the freedom, the natural instinct. Slow delivery should be one. This is good stuff. Very good stuff here from Rajitha. 25 for 2. Samit Patel will start his second over. Was successful in the first. Brilliant catch. Might have the opposition being a little more watchful against his bowling.
So just changing them around. One to Patel, one to Pushpakumar, and now back to Patel. And Patel very good at getting the batsman to hit to his field. That's what he's doing. It's not about bowling dot balls or maiden overs. It's about not going for many, and 6 and over at this stage they will take it till they get to the 6th over. Then you can spread your field and maybe attack a little bit more with the spinners.
Now the Vikings also have Colombaggeri, who's quite young, and if they are to utilize him by bowling all 4 overs, hopefully. Russell at that stage. The likes of Sir Samit Patel carries plenty of experience. So is Malinda Pushpakumara. But these guys, particularly Colombaggeri we've been talking about, is quite young. This is the first wicket. Chandimal.
Hammer down, that's decently hit. Didn't get to the pitch of it, but decided and committed to going through it. No turn, so it worked.
What I like about this My 11 Circle champion shot, Laurie Evans didn't try to put too much bottom hand and hit across the line of it. Opted to present the full face of the bat.
Followed him, very good from Patel. Now for Patel to really show that he's threatening to the batsman and bring doubt, he's got to somehow get one to turn. We haven't seen one turn from Samit Patel as yet. That will make the difference in where this game heads.
Goes for the sweep. Gets it off the sweet spot of the bat. And it goes for 6.
Tremendous shot. Just drifting onto the pads. The slog sweep, as they call it. We haven't really seen that amount of spin that Russell was talking about. It was just on the leg stump. 74 meters, that last ball of the over.
Wasn't aiming in that direction. He will get a single. 13 runs from the over. 39 for 2 after 5.
Just a quick look at our broadcast partners around the globe. Sony, ITN, PTV, whoever you might be watching this telecast. I hope you're enjoying today, and I hope you've enjoyed all the games so far. We've had some fun, that's for sure. Plenty of action, some terrific hitting. Best
Big banana in swingers. Changed his action, lost that. Knows his limitations now. And ball within them.
Sure, our viewers in India are having a lot of fun watching this. They love their cricket obviously there, and they jump all over it, and they'll be jumping all over this My11 Circle app as well. They'll be selecting their side, making up their team, sharing ideas with their friends on social media, playing the fantasy cricket game with their team. And of course this is a different team that's required today on this surface. So don't forget to download that app, my11circle.com. Dragged on the onside and out. That is an important wicket. He's 100% of this, man. He's into the attack and he's picked up a big one straight away.
It's a big scalp. If you talk about the perspective of the bowling side, they needed wickets. And they got a big fish. Angelo Matthews, who was looking dangerous, has been hauled out at mid-on.
Be very disappointed with it, Angela Matthews. Hold out there to mid-on. Angela Matthews out for 11 or 14, 40 for 3.
Also time for the strategic timeouts. because there's a serious player who's at the crease now, Andre Russell. I wonder what the strategy here is going to be. This is going to be fascinating to watch and see how they go against the big fella. Right behind that one, so that's normal pace. Opportunity to change the pace a little bit on this sort of surface.
Looking to make most of the last over of power play. Angelo Matthews got cramped, couldn't quite middle the ball, and the elevation wasn't there. An easy catch and a big wicket.
And Buller Viking had the Stallions yesterday, 4 for 36. 3 wickets down for 40 runs today against the Colombo Kings. Dambulla Vikings. Short delivery, mixing up the length. That's good to see. That's another area where you can bowl.
Was a good bouncer, good thinking from Anwar Ali. Yeah, that's a big question. How Russell is going to approach the game from here on. His side is under pressure. He has to make sure that not only he gives momentum to the innings, at the same time stay at the crease. Is it going to be a big ask from him?
About 7 minutes to 6 right now, and there's a light show again that's happening here in Hambantota. Beautiful sunsets here in this part of the world. Magnificent.
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
So 1 run only off this over so far and a wicket. There's a look at the damage that this bloke can cause. Strike rate of 170. Not that many games though. Goodness me. Change down in pace. Outstanding over. That is magnificent stuff. 6 overs gone, 41 for 3.
Come on, Kola!
That really is quite spectacular. Have a look at that. 135 more to win. There's our drone moving around as well, making sure we get a shot of it. Also in the background above the stand. Single taken. Andre Russell is on strike again.
This is Columba Gate to bowl. I'm really interested to see how Andre Russell plays this from here. We know that he likes to come in normally in overs 12 or 13. He's got a lot of batting to do here for them to win this game. Going to be interesting to see his method.
Power play done, 6 overs, 41 for 3 in this power play. Clearly part of the plan with the spinners they selected before this game to get the spinners operating with Andre Russell when he does come to the crease. He pongos some of the seamers around the place.
Well, talent like Russell, plenty of overs to do the job. So get the 4-2. Be defensive for a little while. Get the measure of the pitch. Make sure he gets his eye in. And from there on, he can really do a serious damage.
I'm just not sure that's in his DNA. He likes to go from the word go.
Just a little bit of interaction there between Samuel Patel and Andre Russell. And Dick Weller's never far away from a smile and a chat. Two men back, long off and long on in position. And that's a solid strike. That's gone for 4. There is a sweeper on the offside, but he knew exactly where he wasn't.
You can't afford to do that, especially when you're bowling at Russell. If you get off the right line and length, he's going to punish you. He saw the opportunity, bounced on it, and the ball pinged at the middle of the bat and disappeared to the fence.
With the field that he's got, that's exactly the ball that you can't bowl. Got protection on the leg side. There's a man at deep backward square, man at deep mid wicket, fairly straight, and also long on. Got a ball bowling straight to him. Now that's high. It might be out. It is out. That is absolutely massive. That is a huge wicket. Andre Russell has gone. Look at the smiles from the boys in the Viking team.
He's a star, isn't he? Getting rid of Russell early in the piece, always a big scout. He just cannot believe that he faltered in executing that stroke.
He would normally have been looking to that. He hit that one over the boundary rope. Hazy, you spoke about the field setting just before that. Short, he had protection out on the leg side. Andre Russell, 5 of 6, 45 for 4.
Right, now here's a little bit of a test for the Colombo Kings. They've lost their star. Sean Priyanjan is now in the middle. 83 games. Highest score is 108. I'm trying to work out how he mishit that. I can't quite work it out.
He's only human. Just been proven. Yeah, getting on the splice of the bat. Not quite middling it. Nicely held.
So the spinner against Andre Russell has done the business. Now that's something that's going to be travelling around the rest of these teams over the next little while. Viking owner will be delighted, I'm sure, with what he's just seen. That's back with a square and nicely played. Using the pace of the ball, bound off the last ball, 7 gone, but a massive wicket off the over. 49 for 4. Dan Buller Viking have done it again. They've made some serious inroads into a big team right at the top. 49 for 4 now, the Kings. Stallions are on the receiving end yesterday, but it was the skipper, Tasara Pereira, who played magnificently for his 97, which steered them home in the end. Patel.
Potentially a good move here. Shanaka, after producing a timely knock, 56. He's making some good changes. Nicely worked away. Only a single.
Good boy.
Here we go, gone deep in the crease, Ashan Prayajan. He's preyed on there on a little bit of width and hit that for 4. Dasan Shanaka looking to use his spinners here just to get through his overs. Get through his overs very quickly. Very good move by the captain.
Diguela's alert. He's asking the question. It is a wide. You can get stumped off a wide. It is going upstairs as well. I'll have to watch this back foot very closely.
Foot down, definitely foot down, not out. But Dicker will always be having a go from behind the stumps. Very, very good hands he has. Very sharp.
Needs my glasses maybe.
No, Sami.
Singles aren't going to hurt the Bula Viking. In fact, they'll be happy to concede those singles. Good job for the bowlers at the moment, since the opposition and under pressure deny them the boundaries.
It means that Laurie Evans got some serious work to do here. Not too much to come after this partnership. The original rate required was 8.8. It's now going up to 10. So there's no dramas as far as that's concerned, but they've lost their top guns.
Yeah, they have that, Hazy, and the spinners now will just put the squeeze on. That run rate will keep going up, and so rightly you said, a lot on Laurie Evans' shoulders. This is a big partnership for them because there's only a Suru Dana to come afterwards.
So they need 10, but they got 5 off that over. Tight stuff from Patel, 54 for 4. On the bounce.
He showed some good control, has Colombo Gay. A little bit of purchase, and he's bowled at a fairly good pace.
The thing that Colombo Gay has got in his favour is he knows that the batsmen are going to look to get after him because they need to step on the gas here. 10.23 required now. Need to get certainly a boundary early in the over. That will just settle the nerves a little bit. See how the rest of the over plays out from that. Don't have to do anything too extreme. Same field on the leg side they had for Andre Russell. Cow corner and also a mountain long on. And a deep backward square leg. There's a man at long off also. Comes into play.
He's getting more and more into his work now. We can see he's starting to get that loop just a little bit higher. There's a little bit more revs on the ball. He's certainly getting a little bit more confident.
He got lucky there. Tell you what, it's quite interesting at the top of his mark. He certainly gives that ball a bit of a flick in the hands, doesn't he? I'm expecting to go flying over his left shoulder.
Yeah, interesting run up and the action. So far he has shown some good control. Just for the singles, batters, they really have to take their chances.
Andre Russell dragged down. He would have said he got lucky. Andre Russell splicing it, getting it on the top of the bat, and very well taken out in the deep. Oh, he's really, really pumped with that. So is captain Ois Shah, coach rather, Ois Shah.
So that's another good over. 5 from it only. That will go up again, that required rate. 59 for 4.
Heyman, can we have a look at that wicket once again? Andre Russell's, please.
Bottom line's the read. That's what's important. 117 required from 66 balls.
Yeah, the pictures we saw in the previous over when Dambulla Whiting picked up the wicket, and that was the reaction from the coach. You actually think the coach would have asked the leg spinner to bowl a long hop and you should be able to pick up the wicket of Russell.
It's all part of the plan, Sahel. All part of the plan.
Just got enough bat on that to drag it around. Bit of perspective for you. The Viking side was 79 for 3 at the same stage.
He's a legend of the game. Rangna Herath, conventional left-arm spinner who troubled most of the batsmen around the world. Top performer.
Bit of an old-fashioned spinner, wasn't he? But gee, he was terrific.
The spinners getting through the overs, getting through them very quick, and that run rate mounting up now. Something's got to happen very soon. One of these two batsmen have got to take a chance.
Down the ground hard. How hard has it gone? Has it gone far enough? Yeah! No, it hasn't. It's another wicket. They've lost their 5th now. Gee, what a performance by the Viking team. This is sensational stuff for them against the Colombo Kings.
Whichever the bowler Shanaka has used has responded well in the very first over. Most of the bowlers have picked up wicket in their first over, and nicely judged catch. Didn't have to move. Kept underneath it quite nicely and grabbing it. His contribution, Priyanjan's 11. It's a harrowing situation for Colombo Kings now. It's 63 for 5.
Cyril Donna And he certainly can wield the willow. Likes hitting a big ball. That's the end of the over. 4 runs from that, and also a wicket. 10 overs gone, halfway mark, work to be done. 63 for 5.
Requirement is 113 of 60. Columbagay continues. Slog sweep. Straight away. It's gone the distance. So good start to the over for Evans. It's a 6 off the first ball. They need a few meaty blows like that to get out of this hole they're in. That's another look at it. It didn't spin much. And it went the distance. 69 for 5. Good start to the over.
Yeah, it is, and they have to do it very often. In the air once again, and the dose has been repeated. Well, Colombo Kings, they have lost a lot of territory, and to regain, we have to see plenty of these. That's good heading. Evans, he has to take the game in his hands from here on.
Sensible batting by Evans. I think we spoke about it once before, trying to repeat sixers, but instead 2 sixers and then the single, just trying to milk the bowling.
Having the right tempo for an innings is important in T20 cricket. You don't want to overkill. A little bit of byplay. I'm sure good friends off the field.
Melissa Rudana batting at number 7. He's there because Malinda Pushpa Kumara managed to scalp another one. Very good catch in the deep. Almost at the edge of the boundary. Angelo Pereira, his second good catch. One thing that the double Viking has done well is to get through their overs quickly with the spinners. At a time when there is pressure and dot balls, suddenly find spinners just going through, and you wouldn't realize that you used up so many overs. And I believe that's exactly what they're doing at the moment. This over, yeah, it's given away 14 runs, but otherwise it's been excellent.
Not allowing a lot of time for the batsman to think what should be done in this situation, and everything has worked for Debola at the moment. After 11, 78 for 5.
.78 for 5, 98 of 54, 98 of 9 overs. Malinda Pushpa Kumara, he's into his 3rd over. He's brilliant figures, 1 for 9 of 2. One thing about him is the guile that he has. He's very good with his loop. Not a big spinner, but he changes it up, his loop. And he bowled well to Ashan Priyanjan. Tends to alter the length. works with the pace, the angles, brings it in, and eventually this is what happened.
He's got high arm action, and to be able to create that angle with left arm is incredible. He's cramping the batsman, not allowing them to free their arms. Doing a very good job.
Pace variations, something we've spoken about. His left arm angle and the fact that the surface is allowing a little bit of turn. Required rate 11.4. That is something that Laurie Evans will be mindful of. At least one boundary in the over, turn the strike over, keep within touching distance, crucial in this run chase.
Yeah, slower you ball as a spinner on this surface, more chances you have to excel.
I think this surface is better than 6.97 runs and over. It's about the way the batsmen have approached, the way they have picked their shots. You spoke about Russell's dismissal. So when things like that happen, the pressure, when it gets to you, the spinners start to bowl well, and then things starts to happen. Punt for 4. Evans continuing to enjoy himself. He's moving along quickly. He's now 49 of 27. 4 fours and 3 sixes.
See, that stroke is indicative of the fact this pitch, it's still good for batting. A huge shout. Umpire is not interested. He was very certain the ball is going away from the leg stump. After 12, it's 84 for 5.
Well, there's an award for the most valuable player of the tournament, the My 11 Circle most valuable player of the tournament, Danushka Gunatilaka at the moment, right on top, but 4 others closely on his heels. So Isurudana's role will be to try and help Evans, just make sure that he keeps that end going. It's not for him to try and hit sixers, but it's about to milk the bowling, rotate the strike. Let Evans go.
Now take it deep. Take it deep. He's doing well. Evans, he's relying on cricketing strokes and he's excelling, and that's his 50. A very good knock from him under pressure.
Came at the start of the innings and he's still there, providing a lot of hope. He's lost 5 wickets around him. 3 sixes, 5 fours. Doesn't look flustered at all. Anything short has been punished.
This is Pulina Taranga. This is the 4th spinner in the side, more of an all-rounder. I think Fowler got a bit excited, but Laurie Evans, excellent knock. He played a lone hand here. Go straight down the ground. He's clearing the boundary with ease. That's his 4th 6.
I like the area that he's choosing to go big. Straight, he's not looking to go very square. Sees a lot of value in hitting with the full face of the bat. Doing it quite effectively, Laurie Evans.
Now, whenever he decided to go after the bowler, he went after the bowler with a lot of conviction and certainty. And also, he got committed to the stroke fully. That's why he's excelling. He missed out. He's cross with himself. Ball in! Now, this is not the first time we have seen. Every time a new bowler has been introduced, managed to pick up a wicket for his side and the captain.
Look at Ranganahera, obviously disappointed. This is a huge wicket because Laurie Evans, you're speaking about how important that he needs to carry on. And just attempting to hit against the spin, pulling the Taranga, not a big turner, but he's done the job. And Evans out for 59, it's 95 for 6.
Case Ahmed with a big responsibility. And a partnership was developing with Udana and Evans. Evans lost his wicket. Wrong time, you would say, for Colombo Kings to lose a wicket. Still 81 from 42 required. And sometimes in T20 cricket, the pressure of the situation could get to you. Laurie Evans recognizing that it was important to get boundaries every over. He went for a 6 first, well executed, kept his shape, presented the full face of the bat. And then if you make a wrong decision, as he did on this occasion, playing across the line, you pay the price.
Yeah, it's almost the same length. It's about where he wanted to hit it. His first option of going over the top was perfect. Good point, Darren, you made.
The line was different. The back bowler was targeting the off stump. Good spot, Darren. Disappointment for Colombo Kings.
Udana has a big responsibility. He was very good with the bat in that first game when Colombo Kings needed to chase 219, brought them back into the game when we had a super over, so his confidence will be high from a batting point of view. He picked up wickets as well. Can he repeat?
In that particular game, Chandimal made a huge difference. Today, he got out of the first ball, and that was a huge dent. And that had the Dembula Viking dander up. From there on, they've been in charge of the proceeding. In the air, taken. Another wicket for the left armour.
Dasun Shanaka, the catcher. Everything going right for the Viking, double Viking that is. You spoke about his Udana and going off a leading edge. Lot to do with the pace Pushpa Kumar bowls. He's so slow through the air, but good loop. And Udana playing a little bit too early.
A little bit of turn as well. Turn proving to be a challenge. Batsmen not adjusting. Udana goes for 5. More trouble for the Kings. 99 for 7.
Damika Prasad I can tell you that he's a really hard-working player. Was out with injury. Thumped through extra cover. Will bring up the 100. But another good over by Pushpa Kumar, who finishes his spell. 2 for 19 of 4. It's 100 for 7. Impressive performance by the double of Viking. Mind you, after losing badly in their previous game. This is Pulina Taranga. And up against one of the top teams, an unbeaten team, the Colombo Kings.
And also showing a lot of character when they were batting. After opting to bat first, they lost quick wickets, but their captain kept on plugging away with the job, made sure that his team gets to a fighting total, and he had that belief that if his team is able to get 170, they can do the job through their spinners. Proved to be right.
Yeah, seem to be challenging situations and adverse situations. He's getting the best out of Dasun Shanaka as a captain batsman, because you pointed out the fact that they were in trouble. So Dasun Shanaka did come in, and this is exactly what you would expect from a Sri Lankan international player playing in the LPL, playing for a franchise. Good work.
Yeah, good presence of mind to make the adjustment to ensure that he wasn't stumped down the leg by signal.
It was presence of mind from the bowler as well. He saw the batsman coming out of the crease, bowled it wide, and then good pad work from Aftab. That's what you see.
But
from a hockey goalkeeper.
But the question is, did he offer a stroke? Deliberate padding. Now, is that allowed? See, the point is, you wouldn't allow a run for that deliberate padding unless you're taking evasive action.
We have to see the replay once again. Was there any intention to bring the bat close to that ball or not?
No chance, Amir. No intentions whatsoever.
Strangle continues. Nambula Viking spinning a web around Colombo Kings. Required rate approaching 14 now. And a dot delivery ends a very, very good over. Only 5 runs from it. 105 for 7.
Running out of time, 5 overs remaining and 3 wickets in hand. That's the important thing. As far as Nambula Viking is concerned, the Kings are in trouble. They've played 2-1-2 so far. The Kings have been a form side.
Yeah, it's the spinners, Hazy, that have done the job here. They've come on and they've just squeezed, and they've squeezed well. This might just be the reality check. You know, sometimes when you got 2 wins on the bounce, you just need something just to bring you back down to reassess where you are as a team.
A little bit wider, slapped. Slap for 4. So they need a boundary early in the over.
Yeah, they do that. They definitely do need that boundary early in the over. but still a hell of a lot to do for the Colombo Kings.
They've got to go at over 14 runs and over. It's going to be some doing if they can get there. Out by some distance. Off come those zing bails. Tidy from Dick Weller. Patel picks up another wicket. He's always in the game, Patel. That's one of the great benefits of him as a player. Whether he's got a bat in his hand or whether he's bowling these left-arm orthodox deliveries, he's always in the game and in with a chance.
Yeah, he is that. A very, very good cricketer is Samit Patel. Come down to Mika Prasad, head in the air, missed that completely, and Nirishan Dikwela isn't going to miss that stumping opportunity. Tamika Prasad out for 7 off 6, 109 for 8.
Gee, trouble now for the Kings, that's for sure. Viking will be very, very pleased right now, and they'll have a chance just to have a bit of a chat about things, because it is strategic timeouts. It's done. Strategic timeout is done. So 109 for 8. 2 wickets they need, the Dambulla Viking side, to wrap things up here. What will be a terrific win.
Oh yes, got it.
Huge wicket looking back at this game was that wicket of Andre Russell when they picked up a couple of wickets very early, then kept just chipping away, and then Russell the big one. This is the last one to go down.
Head up in the air from Damika Prasad. The ball did turn a little bit, and Nirishan Dikwela very, very tidy behind the stumps.
Full face of the bat as that's just pushed down towards the long off region.
Yeah, Qais Ahmed batting there. Dushmanjit Chamira can bat a little bit. He needs to be in with a real batsman though in order to see his full value.
Domestic shout from Samit Patel. I think he knew it as well. That was a very good over. 6 from it and a wicket. Nelson for 8. Should be stopped. No, it's not. Just skipped off the turf.
Very good shot that out. A very good shot before there from Grace Ahmed. There we go, Mr. Ravan Wickramaratne, the Vice President Domestic of Sri Lankan Cricket and the Tournament Director. He's done a wonderful job here.
A bit of a smile on his face too. That's nice to see. He's happy with the way things are going. This is a win, or will be a win for the Viking team, which will make a big difference to the table too. High and handsome and sex.
Very good shot there from Qais Ahmed. Come down the wicket and let his hands go through the ball. Float, drag down, just length. Qais Ahmed running down the wicket and really giving that a good biff. He's hit it well, gone for 6. 121 for 8.
That's his region, leg side. He'll try and do it again. He does try again, and he's going to be out this time. He is out this time. So another wicket falls. Colombo Kings, I think, will be a little bit concerned about the way things have unfolded tonight. Qais Ahmed is the latest to go.
Yeah, Taranga doing the job for Shanos Donaika, and he just didn't get down to the pitch there, Hazy. Not at the pitch of the ball at all. Caught out at long on. Qais Ahmed, 14 off 9, 121 for 9, the Colombo Kings. Not at the pitch of the ball there at all for Qais Ahmed. Really good catch out there in the deep.
There's the My 11 Circle champion fan of the day. He's pretty happy with the way things have unfolded, obviously. Clearly behind the Viking team. That scoots away for a boundary.
And this is where the Dambulla Viking, they don't want to be untidy now. Get the job done. Oh, the fan's really happy. I reckon that My Circle fan must be a Dambulla Viking.
At the moment. Early in the game, not so sure.
1 wicket to get.
But well played. They got a big beating yesterday, the Dambulla Viking. They bounced back, they made changes to the team, come out with a better plan, loaded the team with spinners and relied on them. Kind of gone through their roles quite neatly, you could say.
Diguela likes that. Celebrating. It is going upstairs. Had a bit of a think about it, decided to go upstairs. Diguela likes it a lot. A little bit of a giggle from him also as he skipped past the stumps.
I reckon if Diguela likes it, it's going to be pretty tight, pretty close. He's got great hands, Niroshan Diguela. A very, very good keeper. He's dragged it, he's dragged it, he's dragged it. I think he's just got back. What do you guys think?
Nothing to think. Mickey, that's not out.
Yeah, a spike. The spike got in and the rest of the boot got in before the bails left the groove, before those bails lit up properly. Going to see green. That's my call. Yep. What were you saying about Diguela and saying he was going to be out?
Yeah, I was just saying, Niroshan Diguela generally knows when it was close or not, and it was fairly close. I just think he got a little bit overexcited I like how tight he is behind the stumps, though.
So what do you say is the best gloveman around at the moment?
Dick Will is the best gloveman around at the moment, without a doubt, in Sri Lanka.
Start of over number 18. Bit of pace on to the bat, and that's gone for one bounce for. That's a mile 11 circle champion shot.
Good shot there from Dushi Tamira. Really good shot to greet Kasan Rajita. The one thing that they've just got to be a little bit scared of here, a little bit short, picked it up on length and hit it over mid-wicket. Just to get back to what I was saying is, you don't need a big loss at this time. You know, teams often start thinking about net run rate the later the tournament gets on. When if you're thinking it from game 1 or 2, it can make a significant difference at the back end of the comp.
But how the game goes right now, can you pick a player on the fact that he's just a good keeper only? Or is that also an all-rounder's position? When I say that batting and keeping becomes an all-rounder's position. Too much bounce for Kasun Rajita, trying to respond with aggression towards Chamira.
To answer that for you, Russ, it's a specialist position for me. The wicket-keeper is a specialist position. Your best keeper should keep. And it's great if he can bat. Nirushan Dikwela can obviously bat. KJP can bat. We've got a lot of options in that regard. But you want your best keeper. If you have a strategy of bowling with an attacking spinners, you certainly want your best keeper behind the stumps.
You're talking about even in T20, right? Anwar Ali getting out the slide in the deep.
Yeah, I am talking about T20 as well, because I'll take you back to earlier in the Dambula Viking innings when Dinesh Chandimal missed Darshan Shanaka early in his innings. That was very, very crucial in the context of the game.
That's what's given the Dambula Viking a score to defend, score to bowl at. But obviously Dikwella needs to get his batting right, so crucial at the top of the order. Lots of soft dismissals. He stuck himself an extra eye. Dikwella. He's like a Dikwella.
Yeah, without wanting to labour that point there for too long, Russ, yes, he does. And Nirushan Dikwela will know that he needs runs, because we, and I'm talking from a Sri Lankan point of view, have lots of options with our keeping position. The thing that Nirushan Dikwela brings is he's certainly our best keeper. He can score runs, he's dangerous with the bat, and by his own admission, he'd want to be a lot more consistent.
But this win, most likely for the Dambula Viking, is good for the tournament. One of the favourites, Colombo Kings, looking so good, so strong, suddenly blown away.
Another favourite playing later on, double-headed today, of course. Stallions are up again later on. So the Colombo Kings have got their work cut out. 41 required from 13, so this is a little bit of an upset. And I'd suggest that the Jaffna Stallions are favourites for that one against the Candy Tuskers, but you never know. Both sides actually won their last games. Sweeper on the offside, doesn't get close. All across the turf for 4, big over, 12 from it, 139 for 9. Couple of overs left. 37 required. So this has got to be a really big over. Got to try and make sure they don't. Just need to go at 18 on the last over.
Yeah, we got that beehive there. You can see the wicket-taking balls from the spinners today. Mostly clustered around off-stump, middle and off-stump. And a lot of them have been caught out in the deep on the leg side. Turning and hitting against the spin, which is always a dangerous option, which just shows to me that there has been a little bit of purchase in the wicket.
Ali, second over. Oh, he's a bit unlucky there. Bottom edge, dragged past the off stump and goes for 4. His first over, by the way, was good. Ali picked up a wicket, conceded just 2 runs.
We can say whatever we like. Dushmantha Chamira will say that's a my 11 circle champion shot, he'll say.
Just before we get on to the next point, I think Kassan Rajita's come back and bowled really well today. I know that last ball he bowled from his third over went for a 4, but 3 overs, 1 for 27. I think he's had a really good outing in his first game for the Dambulla Viking.
Oh, that's beautifully bowled.
You mentioned a little bit of purchase, and in general, that's all you need. Bit of purchase, some deviation or variation in pace or bounce, and then there's doubt in the batsman's mind. The moment you get that in, it's game on. There's battle between bat and ball.
Ali, I reckon, will be a little bit confused about what's happened today. As I said, his first over went for 2 and he picked up the wicket of Angelo Matthews, and now he's only just started his second over. So he bowled his first over terrifically and then had to sit on the sideline.
I think a lot of that, Hazy, had to do with the fact that they got their spinners through the overs, particularly there through the middle, and they just squeezed.
Isn't going to help Ali though.
No, it's not, and nor is that shot. That's a really, really good shot there from Chamira. Very, was that Chamira? Yeah, very good shot, Dushi. He's played it well. Very good shot over extra cover. I told you, Hazy, I thought he could bat when he came in.
Yeah, Hazy, when the spinners have the choke on, it's very difficult to go away from that.
Is it going to be out? Yes, it is going to be out. That's a really good catch. That is an outstanding catch. So Umar Ali has been rewarded. He's picked up his second wicket, and that is a terrific victory. Dambulla Viking can be really pleased with this performance. They're up against the Colombo Kings. They would have been a little bit shell-shocked yesterday. Tasara Pereira just blitzed them all over the place, but they've bounced back beautifully.
Pulina Taranga. That's been the commitment today. Fielding has been good from the Dambulla Viking. They've taken their catches, some very good ones too. This could be the last one, but still you want to be maintaining those high standards. Very, very impressive from the Dambulla Viking. And that's the star, Dasun Shanaka, the captain.
They've been very good today, Russ. They've been outstanding. I think they got their plans right, they got their team selection right, and their execution has been superb. Very good all-round day for the Viking.
Won the toss, surprised us a little bit because there was a bit of moisture, but Dasun Shanaka, he knew exactly what he was doing all the while. Strong team, Colombo Kings, found short. Andre Russell, Angelo Matthews, Laurie Evans of course went on to make a 59, but it was basically a lone battle. The spinners who were picked by the Dambulla Viking, first game in fact, not a lot of experience, but they did the job.
They sure did. I think that was the big difference. Obviously some serious thinking going on behind the scenes and a reset of things. So this has been a really good performance from the Viking team. The Kings will be disappointed, but they've got some seriously good players. Serious good players in that Colombo Kings side won't be too perturbed. They will know that they can get back pretty quickly and play at the strength that they need to play at as we look back at their innings. And all out for 147. Evans the top scorer, 59 off 33. But if you look down that entire list, you can see that there's no one has got in past the 20 mark. So that's been disappointing, apart from Evans, really. So that's where they'll need to have a bit of a chat to make sure that the batsmen kick in and get some runs, even though it was turning, even though the conditions are a little bit different.
Colombo Kings caught in a web. Spin, spin, spin. Samit Patel, 2 wickets. Malinda Pushpakumar, a couple. Colombo Gate, Taranga, all amongst the wickets. They bowled really well. Batting first, the Dambulla Viking, 175 for 9. We always knew it was a fighting score. It given them a chance. Dasun Shanaka, 56. Samit Patel, 30. Their names feature all over the place. 3 for Russell, 3 for Udana. Colombo Kings could only manage 147. Evans 59, but it was all about the spin and the plans of the Dambulla Viking, who win by 28 runs. A win by 28 runs. They bounce